I influence these hooligan foolish buffooneries. This ain't new to me. King on my witness to stew with me. Keep the two with me. Since youngest kept us some toolery. Do this shit for Justin. Remember he used to skip school with me. Get a couple packs. Rolling up a gas and smoking in a Cadillac. We was freestyling, chilling. It was full of laughs and energy. Niggas wasn't feeling us, but fuck it, we won't worry about the enemies. Little did I know the Reaper come and take my friend from me. Niggas all on Twitter talking hard and trying to diss the team. They don't even know who's sliding on them, what they really mean. And I'm from the north, they be like, chili beans. Been the wrong corner, you might run into like 50 beans. So much gun smoke, you think I'm trying to let a chicken steam. And I love a shorty give me dome, cause it be really mean. Niggas trying to come for me and mine, and I'm a clitter. This that winter breeze in the pores to decapitate the top. It's Qualito mode, yeah, this shit been activated now. You ain't activated, and I'm getting aggravated now. I had half the patience, now I ain't really having patience now. Anytime I'm feeling stressed, feel like I have to blaze the lie. I'm so legendary at this point, I have to chase the top. And I'm feeling like my destiny has always been prophesized. Any situation that I'm in, I'll always optimize. So that mean I gotta win, so that mean I gotta rise. Mean I gotta overcome, then that mean I gotta grind. I'm soaking in energy from every star inside the sky. Stare into my pupils, see the universe inside my eyes.
Hey, everybody. We are here, and I know. You're expecting to see Jamie and Erana. That's going to happen Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. They had something to come up in the family, and we understand that because things pop up. So we're going to get into this Love and Marriage Huntsville and Love and Marriage DC review, and we're going to let Jay take it today.
Oh, goodness. Love and Marriage Huntsville last night gave me all the rest that I needed because I was asleep most of this episode because it was so boring. Now, let me tell you right now, the continuation of the Valentine's Day event was very eventful, but I mean, after that, it was a snooze fest.
Yeah.
It was a snooze fest. The first scene was basically the continuation of Stormy. Well, was it Stormy going back and forth with Destiny and them trying to calm Destiny down? What did y'all think about that whole back and forth and the throwing of the chairs and, just we need security now?
Well, like I said from last week, I didn't think it was enough said for all that to be done. But then again, I thought about it more after last week. I said, I'm not in these women's position, and I'm not in the position of having everybody judge all my actions, reactions, and everything like that. So, I don't know. What you thinking, T?
I'm with you as far as not being in a position of having everybody, judge your every move, and then certain things just trigger certain people. And when Stormy said that Destiny was mocking her, I guess her accent for her may be a trigger for her. Making it seem like she's, I guess, maybe country, and I don't know, for some reason people sometimes correlate Southerners with not having intelligence, which is, I've gotten that myself before with actually being born in South Carolina. So I'm assuming it went there, but emotions was just already high.
Listen, y'all can say what y'all want about the country tone and all that. Y'all in an argument. All y'all from the country. Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, South Carolina. All y'all from the country. All of us are from the country. So
Destiny says
Destiny from Detroit. So
yeah, Destiny says she's from Detroit.
Oh, Detroit. Oh, what?
Yeah.
Even so, I don't know. I feel like they were in a heated argument. I would get to mocking you to Detroit, New York, California, because I think Stormy was trying to one up her. I don't know. I don't know. They were in an argument, so I'm gonna just let it be that, and just.
I mean, even the cast members, even Kimmy and Tiffany, who were very unbiased during the gala time, even they felt that Destiny was the aggressor.
Mm.
They even both said that. So I don't know. It was just weird. You're right. It was weird.
It was weird. You know what? I wish that they didn't cut so many parts out of the show, because it leaves us to speculate as to what happened and what they cut away to, and all of that stuff. But
I agree.
yeah,
That scene was very chopped and screwed. Very.
absolutely.
You could tell it was, and it wasn't. They wasn't chopping and screwing it in order either. You know, they're kind of going back and forth during the night. So that's why it's so confusing to us watching. Like, they should let that play all the way out. Like the Galentine's, it could have been 2 shows. You know, other shows make 2 whole shows out of, all of them being in the same place. So I think that's why it's so confusing to us, because they mess with the order so much,
Yeah, they're just trying to make the show, I guess, trying to start some drama. But after that, did y'all see the scene, of course, of Kimmy and Maurice laying in the bed, and Maurice was bringing Kimmy some flowers. It was her birthday. My birthday neighbor. But she was bringing you he was bringing your girl some flowers and breakfast in bed. In bed. And they got to talking, the rehashing what happened during the Valentine's Day event. So what did y'all think of that whole scene?
I think Kimmy, girl, did you keep was it really the next day and you kept the makeup on? Because I'm like, you got your whole head tied up, pajamas on, but you got a whole face of makeup, girl. Like, what's up with that? I would have been laid back in bed with a fresh face and then care what y'all saw. But anyway, that's all I got for that scene.
Are you really? Is that all you got from that scene? Oh, that scene was so upsetting to me.
Really?
Oh my gosh, yo! Didn't see how manipulative Marcel? I was about to call him Mark. He did a Mark move. How manipulative Maurice was towards Kimmy. So you team Mel just because she didn't want Martell to be there? She knew why she didn't want Martell to be there.
We ain't got that part.
That's what we just talking about the beginning of that part.
Yeah, we talk about her and Maurice talking about. Well, all I got from that scene was that they was talking about why Martell wasn't invited, and so Maurice decided to be messy and be like, you know what, let's call him up. So once they got on the phone with him, what was all of that about? Well, the bad connection. I don't know if it wasn't Verizon.
Y'all know what that bad connection was about. Maurice was talking over Martell to make sure Martell didn't say nothing.
That's some backwoods, Alabama.
Yeah, he was making sure Martell didn't say nothing. And so Maurice is doing his best to stay on Martell's good side.
Y'all know what I get from Martell every time he come on.
What's that?
Wait a minute, let me get it for you. That's what I get. The world's smallest violin that he be carrying around, because that's all I be getting from him. He be playing that violin. Oh, Mel, it's called Mel. Like, doggone, boy. Like, what is up? I get tired of him and that violin, y'all.
Yeah, Martell need to find several seats because he is playing the victim a little too much nowadays.
He ain't gonna find it. He ain't gonna find it, y'all. I said my first word for this chat was gonna be season 1, episode 10 through 13 is really what is what? I'm just rewatching it, and I'm still finding things. I'm not just rewatching it. I rewatched it to help me figure out this last episode that we just watched and why things are the way they are, which I'll try to get into in a few minutes.
So
Mm.
let's move on because to me these scenes are trivial. They wasn't doing it for me. Okay. Now, even though I dislike her, dislike is I didn't say hate. And dislike maybe not the right word, but uh let's go on to the next scene where we have Miss Wanda and Marceau, and Miss Wanda is arriving on her own time for a shadowing, an interview. What we calling this?
Nothing. She just wants some money. That's all she was there for. Like, boy, I came to pick up the check. I didn't come to wash no dishes or really watch you. I just want to check, okay? So run me my money and tell me whether or not you cheating on what's her name, and that's all I got.
A
Right.
gossip session. T, what you got?
Yeah, I got the same thing. Miss Wanda is not trying to do anything. She just want that money by default.
Mhm.
She know that that's a good portion of it is her daughter's money, and that's what she wanted, and she don't want to have to do nothing for it.
Mhm.
Well, she did ask your boy straight to his face, was that your big back that I saw?
Miss Wanda be giving big life. I don't care. Everybody be talking about Miss Wanda, but Miss Wanda, the only thing that gave me life in this episode, cause it was funny to me.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was funny.
I will agree. She did give life because she breathed, resuscitated this episode for me.
Mhm.
And her approaching him the way she did, it was just so funny. Washing dishes. What you looking for, son? Washing dishes.
Like, boy, what washing dishes got to do with me and my food truck? You better hand me my money, myself.
The real question is that him in the room with his
Well,
he was gaslighting. Come on now, seriously, gaslighting. He said, "I ain't never seen my back before."
Well, let me put this banner on because
Allegedly.
I'm saying allegedly it was
yeah,
Marco at the Hampton Inn.
right. And allegedly, that particular blogger has more tea to spill. They just dropping little nuggets every episode this season. They're dropping nuggets.
Like I told people, they should just say you letting your man cheat in peace and you getting yourself together for the exit. Let him go and cheat, do what he gonna do, cause boo, I'm taking 80% of everything.
That's what brings me back to season 1, episodes 10 through 13, and it takes us back to the ending of the Galatine this episode. But we gotta finish it. So go. Let's finish what we was talking about.
So with this scene, I also have to mention that he did say he was there with a friend.
Right.
So, do y'all think that he was leading Miss Wanda down the wrong path? Or do you really believe that he was there with a friend?
Yeah, I believe that. No, I don't believe he was. I believe he was leading her down the semi-truth path, not the wrong path, but the semi-truth. Yes, I was there. Obviously, he knows that there are some types of receipts that can get out to verify that he was there. So I feel like he's telling her a half truth, a semi-wrong path.
Mhm.
That's a fact. I agree. So moving on to the next scene, which this episode is like move along.
Mhm.
Melody and Stormy. Melody coming to Stormy's beautiful estate where she has a farm and where she's trying to create a farm and all of that stuff. Seeing her beautiful baby and them coming to chop it up about the Valentine's Day event. I didn't think anything was up with this episode, but I'm curious as to what y'all thought about that.
I actually appreciated that particular scene, and the fact that Melody actually spoke to Destiny and wanted Stormy and Destiny to actually have a sit down and not have any beef toward them. So that goes back to Melody not wanting Destiny and Tisha to be friends because that's her op. But at the moment, her and Destiny ain't cool either. But she still don't want no drama between Destiny and Stormy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So in my opinion, it's kind of putting Melody in a positive light to say no. It doesn't have anything to do about me not liking somebody. It's just that other circumstances came up, and both of y'all was talking about me.
The scene gave me just what I was, thirst. Okay, that's what the scene gave me. Like, I need to pour back another bottle of water because that's what the scene gave me, y'all. Like,
thirsty in what way?
I just feel like I don't understand why Stormy is so pressed whenever you're trying to come in and know everybody. Like, right. She got all these preconceived notions of everybody without even coming in and trying to learn everybody for herself.
Right.
It's one of two things, though, if you think about it. It's either Melody's telling her stuff on the sideline, or it's she been watching the show like the rest of us, and she's like got the same questions. What you think?
I'm sorry, y'all. It's like I love how Mel has used this show to elevate herself and elevate her net worth. But I think she's getting the Nene syndrome, whereas I feel like her head is exploding and couldn't fit in this little square that I'm in. I just feel that, like, the same people that you see going up is the same ones you see coming down. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just discarding people. You know, she still need to discard them.
Who is she discarded that you don't think that she had the need to discard?
Destiny.
You don't think she had the need to discard Destiny? Martell admitted last night on the show that he was talking about her.
Who ain't talked about who on the show?
That's my ex-husband. Are you kidding me? So me and your ex-husband can have some conversations about you?
Yes. Talk to him.
Oh, wow.
Hold up. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm gonna project this because I see both of what y'all are saying, right? What I noticed about because Martell and Destiny were friends first, correct?
No, they were all close at the same time. They knew each other. They both went to different schools, is what Destiny said, but they weren't no best friends until she started dating.
But she knew of him.
Her husband. Yeah, she knew of him.
Okay, because I guess that's what's in the viewers' minds, that Destiny and Martell were friends first. So why would they stop talking? Because Melody developed a relationship with Destiny outside of.
I don't think that they should stop talking for that reason. I think that they should not be talking about her.
Okay. But that's their mutual connection. Now,
would be not if they're friends before. How is she their mutual connection and they're friends before?
Well, okay, that's what I'm trying to paint the picture of to the audience, to us, to some of us who may not dive as deep as YouTube or whatever the case may be. But it's like to us, Martell and Destiny have a relationship before Melody. So
Okay.
why would they break their relationship? So of course, they're gonna continue that relationship regardless of Melody and Martell being together. And Melody will have a separate relationship with Destiny will have a separate relationship with Melody.
Right.
But as a friend of Martell, they can have their conversations because I'm sure, if they were still cool, if that's beside the point, but they could still have a conversation about Melody and her relationship with Martell, whatever she may be going through. It should be separate relationships. But Melody feels like, if we girls now, you don't need to have a relationship with Martell. But that's what I feel is in the viewer's perspective.
Gotcha.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand that's their perspective. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the true relationship is. I mean, we can only speculate as to what it really is between all of them, the
Right.
three.
Yeah. I agree.
Hi Dee. What's your question, dog? Please type it in.
What's your question? Before we move on to the next thing.
We're gonna hold it right here till you type it in.
What do you mean that's you agree and that's not how Melody feels?
Like, I don't know. Like, I don't get it because, let me see what she's saying first. I'm curious to know if you watched from season 1. Yes, we have.
Yes, we have.
Yeah. Yes, Didi. I was rewatching it before. Now I do have some tidbits, girlfriend. From I was watching specifically episodes 10 through
10 through
13.
13.
Specifically.
What do you feel we missed? Or is it a specific person? Is it me? Is it Nisi? Is it T?
No.
Probably me. Probably
Did-
me what I said about Melody, and like I love Melody. Kiki's with her in the inbox, but I don't care what nobody say. She was doing entirely too much on Carlos Key's show last night, even though it was funny. It was entirely too much.
Well,
Okay.
then you didn't look at Miss Wanda's live the other night with Scott.
I didn't look at Wanda's live the other night, but I did see Miss Vanessa's live.
No, she was
She have a
absolutely. Huh?
Miss Vanessa. Now I know Miss Wanda be having her lives, but I didn't know Miss Vanessa does her lives too.
She didn't do a separate live. She was on Love and Marriage Huntsville, the fan page.
Right, and Miss
Okay.
Wanda's live.
Over an hour interview.
Yeah, and Miss Wanda had an interview. The live was an interview by a YouTube blogger. And
Now we gotta.
I felt like, well, I'll talk about that whenever we get to Carlos' show.
Okay.
About how I felt about that.
As we move on with it, okay. So there was a scene with Tisha and Miss Wanda meeting up at a food truck. I guess she was shadowing this other man at the truck.
I love that scene, Miss Wanda.
What did y'all? Okay, let me see. How did y'all feel Miss Wanda handled the situation when it came to her daughter? What confronting Tisha about the whole thing?
Giving her the same energy that she gave Marceau.
I can respect.
Yeah.
So that's what I can respect, because now T, for yourself, you will be the same way at your daughter.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
I would not.
You would be like, what type of woman did I raise?
I mean, I would be that way to her, but I'm not going. I can't do it. My energy won't allow me to do it. Like I just have to focus on the kids. If you let somebody treat you, as long as they ain't whooping up on you. If you want to be treated like a dog, then have at it, honey.
Girl, you must not change the last 2-3 years.
No, it's not the last 2-3 years. It's just how much energy are you gonna put into somebody that's gonna allow themselves to be treated a certain way. I did do that when she was younger and she had my granddaughter. And that like ran my tail crazy. And she was with him until she didn't want to be. I did all I could say, all I could say, but she didn't stop until she wanted to not
I
be.
wouldn't wear myself to death, but if she gonna come to me with something, I'm gonna give her my whole valid
And that's what I did. And she
opinion.
still didn't
Okay,
stop. She didn't stop
so
until she wanted to be. She didn't stop until he kidnapped her and you and her had to go try to get her back.
yeah,
All the talking, all the turning red in the face I didn't matter.
right,
Until she was ready to start dealing with him.
right.
Well, that scene was it was very, I think that was the most important scene
I
of
I
this
agree.
episode
I agree.
for sure.
Yes.
Because it told you a lot about Tisha.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I thought, like, girl, is you letting this man cheat in peace?
Yeah.
For real.
Just let the man go on cheat in peace.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think we not letting the man cheat in peace. She
Yeah.
is.
Yep.
Okay, and
Mhm.
that's what I feel is the disconnect between the audience, us,
Mhm.
and Tisha, because Tisha's already accepted a long time ago, whenever that was,
Yep.
to let that man do his business and
Right.
leave him alone.
I mean, Dee, like, yes, Tisha is grown, but if you didn't put me in your business, then I wouldn't be in your business. But clearly, she be talking to her mama about her business. So it's like,
But a lot of this stuff here.
you want her for interjecting into something.
Well, no, a lot of this stuff Miss Wanda's getting off the internet here lately. Because what she went to Tisha about today, about last night, Tisha didn't tell her. Miss Wanda got it from the internet.
I don't know. It would be hard for me if my daughter was on a reality show and I seen something on the internet. I ain't even gonna lie and say.
No, yeah, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't. Absolutely not saying that you shouldn't, or that I.
Well, I wouldn't tell her whether to be with him or not, but I would ask, like, "Girl, you seen this?
Yeah, I would too.
So is this your husband bad? I don't know what his bad look like. I ain't never looked at it.
I tell him to pull a shirt up. Let me see your shirt. Let me see your back.
Let me see your back.
A distinguishing mark somewhere on that back where I could go
I'd be
back.
like, let me see your big back. I want to see it. I want to compare right now. I would. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was a bit much. And look, you know what? That scene, I gained more respect for Miss Wanda at this scene because she was like, I'm gonna get at you too if you allow
That's what I
me.
love. Yes. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. I loved that part.
But Tisha, she was like, okay, I don't want to talk no more about this because, okay, I'm gonna say this.
Her eyes, like
when I said, okay, so Tisha said what I said, let that man cheat in peace. And Tisha said she knows her husband is cheating. Right. And she's okay with that. She's okay with the lifestyle that he provides to her, just as long as it don't come back on me. You know, maybe that's old school. Like, I know you cheating.
Old school, that's how the wives were. You knew your husband was out there doing that, but long as he paying the bills and all that stuff, you were cool with it. Just keep right there. Don't put them side tricks on the level that you're gonna put your wife at. And I think that was one of Melody's complaints because she felt like he compared her a little too much.
Not only the comparison, Marcel allowed that girl to disrespect Melody. Now that's what you don't do.
Right.
You put her in check.
Right.
You tell her, don't you ever call my wife phone and tell her to put me on the phone.
Okay. Keep your side chick under your foot.
Yeah, he gave that other girl too much leeway.
Right. Like, that's why she started feeling like she could come in here any kind of way because she would come in that mail any kind of way. And he ain't never say nothing.
Yep, he did check her. You're right.
And look what you got now, boo. A whole baby and still no man.
So that scene gave us life. But let's turn to a scene that killed us out. And that, as T would say, would be on the chopping block.
Okay.
The Whitlows and Martell.
Yes, girl. I forgot about that. Yes, child.
I mean, what my sound effect is?
Y'all need to get me a glass of wine on this one day.
I thought the episode was over, but I saw the commercial clip and I was about to turn it off because I was done. What y'all think?
Child, that violin be playing.
Okay, guys. So is it me? Tell me if I'm wrong or not, because I can say that I have not been in a relationship in about 2 years. Right at 2 years, right, T? Well, it's been right at 2 years. But is it messy of Tiffany to go back and talk to Martell about what her and Melody talked about the kids?
I don't think it was her place.
Okay, it ain't just me. Okay. Yeah, sure. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all a little something.
Yeah,
so
a different
way. Me and my mom were having a conversation recently about another show that I was watching, which I'm gonna tell y'all about. It's called Candy on Hulu. Anyway,
I've been watching Candy too, girl. I love Jessica Biel.
Yeah, listen. So I don't know. We were talking about, would you tell your friend that you having an affair with another man? Your best friend, like my mama is in her 70s, and she was like, that's some young people stuff. Like, you would tell that to your homegirl or something like that, but no older woman is telling her friend as an older woman, I'm having an affair. Or you're not telling all your business. As young people, you're willing to tell everything because it's just in you. I don't know. Maybe it is. And I can agree with her. You're just so forthcoming with everything.
Right.
So I was really trying to, and I felt Tiffany, because she was just in a conversation with two men. And so she was trying to bring up something where she could bring up something in a conversation. And that's her world. So she was just trying to say, okay, this is what happened and blah, blah, blah. So I don't know. Somebody stand by Tiffany. Tiffany is messy.
And the only reason why I think it was a bit messy, like Niecy said, is because, Tiffany came on messy, y'all. And then she had that interview with Niecy and T, and then I looked at her a little bit differently. But she came on messy, so she can be a pot stirrer. But I mean,
hearing that whole scene.
Look at Niecy.
Not the violin.
And the pianos and just everything. Just like, oh, what was me? Lord, Mel has messed up my life.
He really does feel that way, guys. He really does feel that way, which goes back to what we got to talk about. He really, in his mind, he has lit. They say if you tell a lie long enough, you'll believe it. In his mind, Melody destroyed his life.
I
don't destroyed his life.
He destroyed it. It didn't make him pay his penis outside of the household. Like, boy, you go cry to somebody else. If I were Tiffany, I'd have been like, if you would have kept your penis in your household, you would still be with your kids, and you won't have this violin on your back every day. Okay.
Look, I'm gonna have to disagree slightly with y'all, slightly, because I actually agree. One thing I agree with Martell about last night was the fact that he said, and they talked about that on Carlos King's after nightcap, was the fact that, you know, he hold on, I'm losing my train of thought now. That Melody uses her friends that she brings on the show to do her dirty work.
Yes.
She's only brought 2 people, y'all.
Tiffany
and Destiny.
which she got rid of Destiny. I think, Destiny.
Dirty work did
She
Destiny
was gonna
do
fall for
Mel?
doing all her dirty work. Okay?
She got rid of Destiny because Destiny probably wasn't doing her dirty work, so she moved on to Stormy, and Stormy is.
What dirty work did Tiffany do for Mel?
Well, Tiffany stirred some. She brought drama to the show, and when I say she does things for Melody, I don't mean it like she's doing stuff specifically for Melody, like Melody's putting the bug in her ear. But I think she's bringing on people who could bring drama to the show
And
that
that's what she
she's
was
not
supposed
bringing.
to do. Because she said that when everybody was like, "Why is Tiffany and Lewis on?" She said, "Guys, it's only 3 of us. How much we wouldn't even have any more episodes if it was just us 3 couples. I had to bring on somebody else, and I thought that they were a good fit."
She thought they were a good fit because they were bringing drama.
No, because
and that's her excuse.
That's not an excuse. That's the truth. That's the sensationalism of Tiffany surprising Lewis with the marriage at the baseball park is what highlighted them to be an interesting couple to be on the show, which they turned out to be boring. But that's what Carlos saw and thought that it was okay for. He gave Melody the green light for them 2 to come on. That is actually true. That's why they brought Marlo on from the Real Housewives, and Shamia and Phelan and Simon. That's what you're a friend of a friend of a friend.
Well, okay. And I love you too, T. But we gotta disagree again.
I love the disagreement.
Yes. Okay. So listen to this part. So I think they find somebody to bring on the show that is interesting for the season, but then they scouting other people, right? And so when they see somebody is doing better than somebody, they're like, shoot, let me bring them on. And Stormy is killing it. She is no nonsense, nothing. Okay. And of course, they're going to want to keep her on until she, the politics, the behind the scenes, until she goes against Melody or something. And low key, I want to bring it back to the scene that we've already discussed when Melody and Stormy were talking. I think Melody knows who she can play with and who she will not play with. And like the condescending Melody with Tiffany, you saw that naturally. Okay. But with Stormy, it was like, it was real male. You know who you can give yourself to and they can receive it, but then you know who you can play with. And Melody's colors show here and there. She doesn't realize that it's happening because you become your natural self eventually. You cold switch, but
right.
Yeah.
It's like, never mind.
Y'all play too much.
Never mind. But I feel like if Stormy comes on the show again another season, she would be totally different than she is this season.
I'm sure she will. I think
step back and look.
Yeah, I agree. I think
and how she's looking.
Yeah,
and she would be different on future seasons if she were to come back.
I agree.
I hope so.
You know, because like that whole Galentine thing, there was no reason for her to insert herself at all. To me, it was no reason for anybody other than who's being spoken to at that moment to be talking. So that's how I feel about it.
Do we have any questions, guys?
Well, I don't have any question, but hold on, I gotta bring it to the final scene, which gave us nothing. Okay,
Oh,
Carlos, fix your editing. Give us a
oh
little
yeah.
more.
You know, Carlos good for a good cliffhanger, honey.
Yeah.
He
The
good for
cliffhanger, it was a
Yeah. Yeah.
honey. But I had my entire life though when he was like, yeah, what's up? When he came to the woman, she was like, no, get in the car.
So what I wanted
I was
to
like, oh, okay, now Tisha, what she gonna say? Okay.
we already know. We already seen that scene.
cheat in peace. Cheat in peace. Don't let it come to my front door.
Y'all better
That whole line.
leave my baby father alone and let him do what he gonna do. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Oh my
You're a
goodness.
little longer if you get off the show.
Who?
But as long as you're on the show, we're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about all y'all. Even though I'm cool with all y'all, I'm gonna talk about all y'all, okay?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You sound like Dr. Heavenly when you say okay.
Okay, child, listen. You know, I feel y'all business aspects and what y'all doing around the show and getting y'all net worth up. I love it. But honey, that couldn't pay me enough to be on Huntsville. My check would have to be like 9 digits, and I know I ain't getting that.
Right.
And no way I would be on Huntsville at all.
The devil is busy though. He could put anything in your face. And you be willing to do it. For your marriage, for all of that. No more.
I just think I don't know. I have a problem whenever people get in a certain situation to me and it starts feeling like you starting to put yourself here and put everybody else down here. I don't like that. So
Was that shade? Am I standing under a palm tree right now? Like, ain't no names was said, but I think we all know.
you already know.
But that was it for this episode.
So let me get over here at the comments for a few comments about Love and Marriage Huntsville, y'all. Y'all gonna leave my Tiffany alone now. I can talk about Tiffany, but y'all can't. Okay, leave my Tiffany alone. She's a little on the messy side, but I love her. I just do. Hey Marva.
Okay, so hold up. Let me rewind it. So if somebody said Mel a little bit messy, but I just love her. I just do.
She love a little mess.
She's not throwing no shade. She's a little bit shady, but
Yes, that's how I feel about Mel. Mel is very shady, but she's on up her shadiness though.
Yeah.
She insulted Destiny last year. She talked about Monster last year. Oh,
Tiffany?
Tiffany.
that was Kimmy, not Destiny. That was Tiffany and talked about Monster to Kimmy, not Destiny.
I don't get that, Marcel. You had to rewind that. Hi Kennedy. Thank you for coming over here. Oh, Tisha and Marcel won't be admitting anything on camera. I think that too, Kennedy. I really do.
They don't have to admit anything on camera. It's going to come out in the social media streets.
Well, it's already come out because Martell has said it. That's why I wanted to go back to episode 10 through 13 when Tisha in the Galentine, Keisha still tells Melanie to prove it. Martell has said it. Martell said it. Melanie didn't start that. Martell did. Martell was confronting Marceau in the remodeling that they were doing. They got mad at each other. Martell was upset with Marcel for continuing to Joan on him about infidelity. So when they met, they were going word for word, and this is verbatim. This is not allegedly. This is verbatim. The show. Martell told Marceau, like, why are you talking about me when you all see? This is where Tisha has. She took it and put her own words on it. He said, you all have slept with 20 women. He did not say girlfriends. He said women, and he said you all. That's not just Marceau.
So they running trains?
What I'm thinking is each of them have had multiple women. Like Maurice has had multiple, and Marceau has had multiple, and that's what Martell said. He said he was talking to his uncle, who is his mom's brother, and he was telling him about the situation with him having an affair on Melody, and he told his uncle, he says, I said, instead of being like those other guys and have several women, he says, I felt I would just have one. I would just get me one girlfriend. And then his uncle told him, that's where you messed up. You gave her too much power by just having one person. And she felt like that, there was something there. And Martell admitted that is where he went wrong. They had multiple.
Not cheating, but not having multiple women. And multiple.
Exactly.
And
Not having multiple women, but just having one. He said the other guys had multiple. And on the last episode of season 1, season 13, when they were at the cabin, and Marceau and Martell hashed it out between each other. And Marceau apologized to Martell for making jokes about his infidelity. Martell is very high strung, and Martell is a loose cannon. That's why they are tiptoeing around him. And Marceau apologized to Martell. Martell apologized to Marceau for cursing. They went back to the confessional with Martell and Melody, and Martell said the reason why I didn't apologize to Marceau about cheating because it's true. He never backed down from it not being true.
Well, let me tell you something that somebody message came in my inbox and dropped. Now, this real messy, y'all. This allegedly, I ain't say this. I ain't make this up, y'all. But somebody says that Mel is so pressed about Marceau cheating because she one of the women that he cheated with.
Well,
oh my goodness. I don't know if I believe that.
I don't believe it, but everybody has said, all the viewers have saw how Marceau's lustful looks at Melody, and even on the last reunion, Melody said that Martell accused her of Marceau. He said it himself. Martell said it on the last reunion.
That they met up at the Chick-fil-A on University Drive in Huntsville, Alabama, child.
And Marceau met her there,
That was somebody messy said, y'all. Don't run and say Aunt Niecy said that, because it won't Aunt Niecy. I don't give my sources out, but that's what they said. That.
I mean,
I believe that he's probably trying to make passes at her.
I believe that.
Because he flirts with
whenever she try to cry on his shoulder. But
yeah.
I don't believe she slept with him.
I think Melody has a lot of tea on several people of the cast. in the cast. And I think Melody is trying to smooth it out over seasons what to reveal, because I know we're not talking about it, but you know I'm about to bring it up. The nightcap with Carlos. He said allegedly. Well, I mean, is it alleged? Is she said it on the show that Mama Wanda, her baby daddy, Tisha daddy, is in her inbox, in her DMs.
I didn't like that. I don't like it whenever they take it off the show.
Well, that's what Miss Wanda did the other day. Sat up right up there and said that she lied and said she didn't say nothing about Melody and Martell's kids' hair. And she said, but what I said was that people cut people's hair because they be jealous, and Mel might cut them girls' hair.
Well, Mama Wanda needs to first worry about these 1990 juvenile back that ass up type of hairstyles that she's rocking, because we're concerned what is being plastered on the heads of mothers who interject into their daughters' marriages and lives. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, she said right on that live and said that she felt like Melody would cut her granddaughter's hair for them spending the night with her. Come on now, lady. And then you're going to talk about Mel's kids' hair and how it's not as pretty as your granddaughter's hair.
Well, as soon as we see Mama Wanda's real hair laid down, naturally pressed, then we can discuss children. Children.
I know, right? Children, yeah.
Children.
That's what made me so upset. I was like, "Oh my God, Miss Wanda, you know better." You're here accusing an adult of cutting children's hair.
I don't like whenever they bring kids in it, and I really don't like whenever they bring people in that's not on the show. Like, keep your shade to people who getting paid for you to talk about them. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I didn't like that. But
yeah. That's why Miss Vanessa came for her neck. And I respect it, because that's purely protection over a grown woman, an adult who's supposed to be an adult, talking about kids.
Yeah,
kids.
I mean, babies
is a non-topic
at that
for
time,
me.
Melody's kids were like 6 and 2. Her little girls were 6 and 2.
I don't like it at all.
Come on now.
About the kids, because the kids didn't sign no contract to be on no show.
And don't be talking about what type of texture hair they got or the length of it. Just like you said, people can be on this pedestal today and fall down. Anything could happen. Don't be talking about nobody's hair. Especially little babies.
No, it's like I said about, I guess, everybody on the show, like, kind of keep it about the show.
Yeah,
I mean,
agree.
Like, bringing other people into a mess that has never. I haven't never seen this person on the internet making multiple comments and stuff like that. So why would you bring Tisha daddy into it? So I ain't like that. I don't like when people talk about kids, period.
The only thing I listen, I think it was necessary for Melody to bring in the fact that Tisha daddy be in her inbox. The only thing I didn't think was necessary was Tisha not Tisha, Melody talking about how she helped Destiny out. I don't.
Yeah. Oh, that burned me up. Ooh. Honey, thank you for reminding me. Like, if you gonna help me out of the goodness of your heart, do not try to front and be like, "Oh, well, I gave her $10,000 when she was down and out. She had a utility notice on her door." Like, honey, I was great. and claw and go to the strip club to get you your $7,000 back. Okay.
Mhm.
You won't be able to hold that over my head. If I had to go to the strip club, get a sugar daddy, whatever I had to do to get you your money back, I would give it to you. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
I agree.
So y'all ladies want to go ahead and Jamie and Erana was supposed to be over here, you guys, but they had to reschedule. So we'll be interviewing them on Tuesday at or 6:30 p.m. We will be interviewing them. Last night you got an introductory episode of them, and and it was basically boring. If you're not familiar with them, some of the shade and the slide comments might have went over your head because you don't know them. But honey, I'll give my entire life last night because I know the backstory and stuff. So it's a little confusing right now because y'all gonna have to get to know them and stuff. But I got a feeling that this show is gonna be really, really funny. I hope it don't take a dark turn. I hope nobody marriage suffers from being on the show. Cause I wish Marceau would just stop doing what he's doing so he could keep his family together. I don't understand men and this whole cheating thing. Like, if you don't want me, tell me you don't want me so you can move on to somebody else. So I really hope that Monique's, and who I know the best that's on that show is Monique. I love her. I use her products. Um, a whole group of us was we met because of the legendary Kyle Paler. He was a blogger on Instagram that passed away sadly. It's going on about 2 years now. And that's how the whole circle of Marcella, myself, Monique, RJ, lot of people, a lot of bloggers we met because of our mutual love for Kyle. And if you were going to parties back in the 90s in the DMV area, DJ Quicksilver, DJ Fun Size, as the girl called him. Gosh, he was killing the game back in the 90s. So, he's the most sought out after DJ whenever people come to the DMV area. Um, he just had a concert not too long ago with Goon Neek was up there. I said, "Go Monica, go Monica." But Jamie and Erana, I knew them from TikTok because they be killing me, y'all. Okay, they have me in stitches. When it comes to their TikToks, they are just crazy. Um, what's the other couple? Tasha and Neil, they're just friends to the show this season. And we only got a glimpse of Tasha. They kind of put the camera on her whenever they was at the Not for Lazy Moms event. Um, Winter. Winter is the surprise for me because it seems like she's gonna be very messy and shady. And she's the Christian on the show, honey.
Messy and
Winter. Winter.
You think so?
Honey.
You think?
Winter is shady. I did not know Winter that shady. I thought she was gonna come on kind of like a therapist, marriage person type thing, but I don't know how she gonna coach on. I don't know how she coach on marriage because she just had one just last about a year, but We give people that credit for what they say they do. Okay. She is messier than I thought she was. I mean,
Really?
honey, she the Christian. I used to go over to her Instagram to be hearing them inspiring messages, honey.
What?
You know.
I could not pick her for that. I cannot pick. I think. Listen, I'm gonna tell you. I thought from that episode, that the introductory episode that we watched, I thought Winter was somebody who had a story
Mhm.
that she wanted to share with other women so they could learn from it. Maybe peep their husbands out to see what they got going on.
Mhm.
I thought somebody else was shady in the episode, and I can see where it's taking her because, and I mean, we might as well speak names.
Say
Uh,
it so I
Winter
can see
is
if it's
a
the same person
beautiful
I thought.
woman.
Ashley Silver.
Ashley, yes, girl, Ashley. That's who I thought too.
Ashley is
Ashley.
gonna be the star of the show. Watch.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. Watch.
Erana gave me life last night, low key.
I love Erana. I absolutely love her. Like I like all the women on the show. That's my problem with Husville. Like I like all y'all, but I'm almost old enough to say what I want to say without getting in trouble. So I'm gonna say what I got to say, okay?
Yeah.
But I love all the women. I really love Tasha. I love Monique. I used to go, like I said, watch the Winter motivational stuff whenever she would be speaking. Um, I think the person that I knew least was Ashley.
So this is gonna be interesting because I'm coming in blind. I don't know absolutely nobody. I heard of Monique name from the Real Housewives. I seen that one preview where she bought a notebook about Gazelle husband.
Honey, that's a binder. Don't
A
say no.
binder
The
Okay,
of
binder.
everybody.
so I saw that preview, and that's all I know. I do know that I
Honey,
think her
people don't know
husband
that,
is going through some
Monique
issues.
is a petty queen, okay? And I think what people don't realize is that growing up in the 90s, 80s, 90s, that was the roast period. Like we used to roast each other mercilessly and then able to come back and laugh about it later. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what this whole series is gonna be. It's gonna be a whole lot of little shady comments and stuff like that. I don't really think that I don't know. I don't think they're gonna go for each other hard, but we'll see.
It's
So
only
I,
two
I
people
heard,
going for each other.
yeah, I saw where actually that on that preview she was calling somebody a bitch. So
It was Winter. I'm willing to bet.
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
cause her and Winter gonna be in it with her probably because of the DJ Fun Size comment. Probably.
Okay, and Silver is her husband. Okay, yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
who is the other man? Who is Jamie now?
Jamie is Irana's husband. He was the one
Right.
that was
Is he
supposed
a
to be
DJ
on
too?
tonight with us. They are
I
TikTok.
know, but what do they do though?
They own an entertainment group where they throw some of the dopest parties in the DMV.
Okay, so they're
Been doing that for
entertainment
years.
managers. That,
Yeah, they
oh,
have a business called J&J Entertainment Group.
oh,
They
okay.
dabble into several different businesses. Irana has a boutique, online boutique called Envision.
Mm-hmm.
Irana is also on an all black series. That comes on all black. Um, so yeah, the DMV has its own atmosphere, just like kind of like Atlanta does,
Uh,
and there are artists that is very popular in Atlanta that we really don't know of, and that's how it is in the DMV area. They have their own style music, you know, like the percolator, the whole
Go-go.
yeah.
Go-go music, yeah.
And you know, just like New Orleans got the bounce, you know, so they got their own little atmosphere.
Go day.
So I have high hopes that this show isn't gonna end any marriages, but you never know whenever you come up under that microscope, baby, and people start paying attention to stuff that they weren't paying attention to before you got on the show. So it looks like they trying to spill all their tea before the blog starts spilling their tea, baby.
I guess I heard about one marriage that might not be true on the show.
Ooh, get it, Nay.
You best not say Monique and Chris.
I didn't say a word, you know.
You
Go
best not say
Simply
my girl.
Nay.
And,
Go Simply Nay.
and wait a minute. Don't come for Monique. Don't come for Monique.
I love her. But if this is true, several questions. I'm not going. I love Monique. I've been watching Monique since the Real Housewives of Potomac. Do you hear me? She gives me life. She is shade queen of them all. Like she is the legit experience.
Very shady. People don't realize about that. She is the petty queen, honey. She'll come for you if you send for her now.
And yeah,
Okay, so what's the difference in her coming for you? I'm in Melody coming for somebody.
Say what?
What's the difference in Monique being a petty queen, shade queen, and Melody being shady or petty or whatever?
It's none. That's why I like them both.
No, but you love Monique. No, it's clearly a difference. See, I don't know either of them, honestly, but I don't know anything of the Monique lady. So I like being a novice to this group right here because I'm gonna definitely be totally me because I don't know nothing.
The only thing that I will say, me and the hubby were having this conversation on the way back from Lowe's, and I asked him, I said, okay, just think about how you were whenever the kids was here. Like you held down the bills. You know, you will cook sometimes. He ain't gonna wash no dishes, but he will cook, and he's a generally good dude. Okay, my husband. So I can see where Chris is coming from, saying, I ain't making no babies on you. I ain't out here in the streets, you know, cheating on you. You know, I take care of my kids. But just like I told my husband, like it's the little things that you do too. You don't just toss me a credit card and be like, well, you know, we can go wherever you want to. You can buy what you want to. I said it's the little things that you do for me that really made me fall in love with you. And I think that's what Chris is missing. But I could get where he's coming from. Like, just talk to me and tell me what you need. But I really don't think Chris is hearing it because he look at the big picture. And that's how a lot of country dudes do. That's how they sing. That's what they sing growing up. Like my mommy and daddy stayed together no matter what, you know, and he held down the house, he held down the bills, even though a lot of them back in the old days.
What's the backstory with their marriage? They didn't show why they're in distress.
I think what it is this is just my opinion. My opinion is I feel like at the beginning of their marriage, Monique held it down as his wife, his queen. Whenever he played football for the Washington Redskins, right? And I think once his career was over, whenever he got injured, I think she felt like it was time for her to do some of the things she wanted to do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But he don't see the need for her to have to do this, and that because they already live a comfortable lifestyle. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I can see both sides of it because of the marriage that I'm in, and you do go through growing pains as you learn and grow with each other. And I just think that's what it is with them. You know, they hitting that 10 part for some reason, 10, 11 years is that itch period for some reason in marriages. And I think that's what it is with them, really. And I just think that they're trying to learn each other in the people that they are now versus the people that they were 10 years ago, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So, you know, and a whole lot of people already, you know, in the inbox, like, hi, Monique and Chris' marriage ain't perfect. Nobody marriage is perfect because there's no perfect people.
Mhm.
But what I can say from what I know of their marriage, you know, Chris holds her down and she holds him down, and it's natural for you to go through growing pains in a marriage. That's how
Mhm.
I feel about it. You know, I think a lot of times with marriage, what's lacking is communication and consideration. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
you got to not always think about what you want, but it's best for your overall family. But I don't think you should not pursue what you want to do either. Just like my husband, he don't understand my need for blogging or being on the internet or doing promos or any of that. But he don't understand that my brain goes a million miles a minute. And it's like I just like talking about these shows because I don't have nobody to talk about these
About
shows with.
with.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And it's not really like a job for me. Like he see it as me working. And I'm like, this is not a job for me. I just like to talk about the shows because I watch them and I ain't got nobody to talk to them. Talk about them with. Um, and I think that's Chris where he's coming from. Like, why do you feel the need to you know, have these businesses and do all this. But women, we want something outside of being a wife and a mom,
Mhm.
Right.
you know? Like and then me, my kids grown. And you know, I fell into a whole sunken place, baby, whenever my kids left. You know, and I had to figure out something to do with myself. So that's why I do some of the things that I do. I say it's just like you know,
I didn't have a chance to fall into a second a second place. Because after the
girl, you
grandkids
got all them
came.
grandkids. That's why you
Right.
ain't never been in a sunken place.
I didn't get a chance to do it. I didn't get no break, y'all.
Like she just want to be able to express herself, have her businesses, be on the radio because she's also on the radio in the morning. She gets up 4:30 in the morning, go do the radio show, come back. Nobody does her business but her, so she still packs orders and stuff like that for her men leave. You know what I'm saying? So I could totally understand where she's coming from, but I can understand where Chris coming from too. I just think they just need a little bit more communication and consideration for each other and each other's dreams. Like she held you down the whole all them 10 years you played football. Now let her, you know, do what she want to do and hold her down.
Right.
100%.
Yep.
Totally
Well,
would
guys,
agree with everything you just said.
I
Everything.
gotta tap out, guys. I gotta get ready for school.
All right, girl, go take care of them grandkids. You gonna just grandkid me out. I'm trying to get one, and you
Well,
want what, 5?
you can share mine, honey.
Honey, I don't want the crying one, but I take all Trey babies because I can deal with all them
Yeah,
together.
you really could. They really could. I'm
I'm
not
like,
discriminating against grandkids, guys. Don't come for me.
but we just know that one sometimes you just have a crying kid because my daughter was that for me. Like, girl, will you shut up? She had me and her daddy looking like zombies. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, girl, do you get tired of crying? Just look at her sometimes. I'd be like,
And he's so adorable, y'all. He is just the cutest.
I used to look at her sometimes this close. I'd be like, Kayla, why are you crying? You don't even know. You dry.
Right. Yeah.
You just had a bottle.
Right.
Just
I'm
woke
gonna have to
up.
send you an Insta picture of him today. He is just so adorable.
Look, I'm getting a baby itch, right? And it's about to stop. Period.
I wouldn't
Girl,
but
this
then I got
pandemic babies, you don't have no baby right now. Wait until
no, but then I got a granddaughter that's a month and a half younger than him, and she's a perfect baby.
Really?
honey.
Listen, we at the point.
Now I take her because, honey, I got her out of the carriage, right? And before I could even play with her,
She was smiling. Yeah, she
I
smiling.
was like,
yeah,
just be mine. I love you. Like, whenever you're ready to leave, I was like, oh, I want her. Like, I want her off anytime, baby.
She ain't lying either, Nay. She ain't lying.
All I'm hearing is her. Her. I don't think that's in my bloodline to have a her.
But
how many boys you got, Nay?
2.
Oh, you can have the third one might be a boy, girl.
And it will. And I ain't going for
it. Honey, I already told my kids I'm not dealing with no crying grandkid. I can't stand it no more. Like, I used to be able to deal with all that, but I said y'all better have some good kids.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, it was a pleasure. I'll be seeing y'all in IG World.
All right. Bye, baby. Love you.
Love you too.
Like I told my daughter, I said, y'all babies better be good because they planning my life around them having kids, okay? So when they was here on the Christmas break, right? My 2 daughters, they gonna sit there and be talking back and forth saying that, well, we're gonna have to have kids at different points because I'm gonna need for a mom to come whenever I have a baby so she could be the nanny. So she said, well, we're gonna have to plan our babies at least a year and a half apart so she could come and be here for whenever I have my baby. Then she could come and be there whenever you have your baby. And I'm thinking to myself, like, how's these helpers sitting here planning my life? Like, y'all better move 2 houses down, okay?
Ain't no way.
Marcella. Come up here right quick. Devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. I already look, my husband said, Marcella, you gonna quit coming and talking about bringing them kids down here because we ain't kid people no more. Your kids too old too. Like, I need some babies. Like, I need somebody I can influence.
I know that's real. The baby fever is real, but it's about to exit. I just wait on the grandkids in 20 years.
Stop trying to give me your kids, helper.
I just want to know I need to.
We can't hear her.
Nisi, you don't have to take my kids.
Your kids old. I need some young kids. See, I've been on had to watch your kids. I want some babies. Like I don't want no crying babies, but I want some babies. Hey, BJ.
What's up, Denise?
How you doing? How you doing?
Doing good out here in LA for a few more days.
Oh, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
You having fun?
You say what, Denise?
You having fun?
Girl, having fun. Had to get my engine back. I was at the beach yesterday, and yeah, it was a lot.
Honey, my daughter living that Southern California life.
Hey, albeit too much.
It's too much for me. Like LA is too much for me. I could live in San Diego.
Too much for this country.
But I can't live in LA. Never ever. ever because I live in LA. I would feel just like a sore thumb sticking out.
I understand that.
What about y'all ladies? Y'all like going to LA? Could you see yourself living in LA?
That's my number one place I want to go to. California. Number one.
This is my first time coming. It's just
your kids too old too. Like I need some babies. You got somebody, Marcella.
I got some what?
You got some feedback.
Now is it gone?
Yeah, it's gone now. Honey, I love Southern California, but I like to go and leave because it's too many people, too much going on.
It's the traffic for me. I can't deal with it.
Where?
In LA.
Oh yeah, it was a shooting there at a church at Laguna Beach.
When?
Just a few minutes ago.
Oh my God!
They did catch the guy who shot up the church.
Did it hurt?
They're not saying how many casualties or people that's hurt right now, but it was mass.
That's why I told you. If y'all, I'm telling you, y'all better not do that here in North Kakalaki because we all carry, okay? And I'm gonna you.
Just don't pull out no weapons up here.
I ain't gonna pull it out up here, but just know if you come in the grocery store I'm in, you better hit me first, okay?
Nisi always say that they better hit her first. But let me touch on Ashley. I'm Ashley Silver Hunties. If y'all didn't know, her husband is called DJ Dingaling.
I might have to exit, y'all. I hate that I'm about to miss this.
If you need to go out, Janae, I'll see you later, baby.
I will see y'all next week, child. Oh Lord. I'm about to watch
this. From this show, it's gonna get some blowback of women coming out the woodwork, I believe. And when they come, it's gonna be horrible. It's gonna be horrible.
I just don't want.
Allegedly, y'all. Allegedly.
Because of the show. Kermit Albert said,
I went in when I had no keys nowadays because too much is going on and the shortage of food. Correct. I went to Sam's. They didn't have no jasmine rice, period.
Wow.
I had to get the Mexican big red bag. I mean, y'all, what they're doing is condensing the shelves and adding or spreading out what they have. They are running out. People was in there shopping like crazy, and they were buying dry goods and canned beans and canned corn, and they didn't.
I noticed that a lot of the big cans of stuff was gone.
Yep.
So y'all make sure that y'all go ahead and make sure that you got your food, but make sure you got something that's gonna protect your household for people wanting to come and get what you got.
Yeah.
That's very, very important. Me and my husband, we went and stocked up and bought some more
ammunition
last week. So I'm telling you, if you come over here try to kick in the door, I'm telling you better throw your head in first.
Yeah, but you know, this show it's gonna be real. And you know what? Monique and Chris are solid. They are solid. Like I said,
I
every
really do feel like it's just a magnifying glass on their marriage because they're gonna be on this show
yeah,
and it's gonna show their dynamic. Whereas before we only could see the contrived meetings that they put
yeah,
together on Real Housewives of Potomac. So you didn't get to see, them having this back and forth. Chris is a very strong man.
he's a
And
Leo.
Monique she's a Libra and she's got that A-type personality. She want everything to be like do 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 do.
Yeah, Monique is very meticulous, very neat,
Uh-huh.
very organized. When I went there, y'all, Monique had everything like labeled and numeric, alphabetical, and knew where everything was. And you know
Mhm.
what's so good about her, y'all? She teaches her children, including Ace. Chase. She teaches them how to pack those packages. Everybody
Mhm.
it's a family business. And like I said, it's good that they're coming and having some conversations in the marriage. And I'm gonna tell you why, because remember in Real Housewives of Potomac, they was like, oh, she thinks her marriage is perfect. Everything
Yeah,
is
I don't never remember her saying that.
right. Never did she say that. So yeah. Buffalo, New York, to say 10 people shot in a grocery store. We got somebody shot in a church now. We got a lot going on in this world. That's why
Mhm.
I said I'm going to be in before it get dark. I'm going to make sure that my house is secure. People are crazy.
I think I'm a real on a couple of more cameras. Like my husband is like, you just paranoid. I say I got
Yeah.
a good healthy amount of paranoid.
Well,
I,
you live in
I
a
ain't
all-white
overly
neighborhood.
paranoid.
You live in a predominantly all-white neighborhood.
But honey, they still they crazy too. They got
Yeah, but I just don't want them to surround your house and y'all be barbecue. At least you can go out with a black.
honey, this how they gonna get in. They're gonna have to burn me out. But why is burning around me and they try to come in the door? I'm on.
Yeah, Niecy got a lot of interests to her house. That's why I say you can't watch all of those.
Girl, they have camera on every one of them.
Look at these. You hear her? She said every one of them. I can't let them come through here.
Honey, I leave a bunch of bodies for the cops.
Yeah, you know what I always say, Niecy, too? We are living in a spiritual warfare.
We are.
We cannot predict the weather. Do you know all last week in Virginia, it was
It
winter.
was cold here.
It was
We had
cold.
the heat on.
And this week, it is every day this week is supposed to be at 89, 90. And guess what? We're in the last days of Revelation. So that's why, like I try to do. If I've done somebody wrong, I ask them to forgive me and I just move on. But that doesn't mean because you're not saved, you say that you can't curse or you can't correct people when they say something to you. And I just ask God to lead me. But I'm going to tell you that Winter on the show is saved, y'all. Saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Spirit. She's a motivational speaker, but she is she's saved. She ain't shy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but see, because even though her and Monique are friends, she gonna call Monique out. She gonna call Monique out this season.
It's gonna be a problem for me being impartial on this show just because I already knew all these ladies. Like I already knew of all of them, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to get out of that. Don't want to say nothing about them.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about this morning. I said,
Uh-huh.
love Mo. I don't want to say anything about her, but I will. I have to. She understands my assignment. I understand her assignment. But Mo, if I say something bad, I will promote you, Mila Eve.
Speaking of, where my box? I
And I
had
just
to knock
want
everything down.
I
I
want
spilled
y'all
my
to go
socks.
back and look at Urana's anniversary dinner. Look at the way Ashley was looking at those other ladies. Look at the way Ashley was watching them.
It's gonna be but
You
wild.
see that evil eye? Listen, I've experienced her when Kyle was living. And I had an attitude then. And when I saw her, I had an attitude now because fake phony as a $3 bill.
Is that right, girl? Okay, y'all. This ain't how it came, but this how it look now. Cause I've been digging through the box.
Somebody said drop the link. Somebody said drop the link.
Oh,
Who is that?
come on up and say what you want to say, y'all. Anybody that want to come up, you free to come up and drop your
be
opinion.
respectful. Be respectful. I'm saved. I ain't shy.
So, y'all, this is my favorite products from Mila Eve Essentials. I love the Sleep Tight bath salt. I love the lavender oasis bath salt. My favorite kit of hers is the Breathe Again kit, and it comes like this, y'all. It has Breathe Easy, peppermint, Sleep Tight, and eucalyptus. This is all something you can put in your diffuser at night at your bedside to help you sleep. It helps you breathe. Like whenever I came back from Lowe's, like the pollen was bothering me real bad, I put some of that Breathe Again, like right up in here. And it really helped. Like I'm telling you, whenever I got out around all those plants, like the pollen had me crying. My eyes was running real bad, and my husband was like, "Oh Lord, you gonna be all right?" But it was something.
Did the person
I love Mila E, y'all, and then her Flawless Glow toner is all I got on my face.
And I need to order me some more. I keep saying that. I need me an assistant to just walk by me every day to. I have one here, but I'm saying she for business. I need one to say, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that. And Niecy be trying not to be that for me.
She think I'm her assistant, y'all, for real, for real. Yeah, that's where Marcella is. She's in Virginia.
Yes, I'm in Virginia. I'm
in North Carolina.
I'm like 5 minutes from Virginia Beach.
Oh, let me show y'all something else before I get off. I want to show you my nurse's week.
668.
So what?
Somebody Snuggle 668 said drop the link. Who is that?
I don't know, but I dropped it.
Maybe they got a little crazy when I said I'm saved, not shy.
Oh, y'all. A lot of people don't know this about me, but I'm actually an RN. And this past week was Nurses Appreciation Week, and nacshops.com sent me a gift. It's from nacshops.com, but it actually came from Connect RN. And they sent me a gift. I'm like so appreciative. Thank you, Connect RN. And what they're promoting is they're saying they want nurse managers to stop giving these gifts out that people don't want. Like, here's my husband Nurses Week gift he got from his job, and he was looking at it like, look at this cheap thing, and it looked girly. So I'm gonna throw it away.
Our cups is better than that.
Oh.
The cups you make for us is the gym.
Right. So he was like, what? He was like,
Tony, I got a smartwatch. Tony want to know, do you want a smartwatch for your birthday?
Ooh. Always.
I promise you, I have a smartwatch. It's still brand new in the box. I've never even taken it out. I got some Bose ear things that my husband bought me for my birthday. It's still sealed in the plastic. I never took it out. I don't be having time.
So this is my gift, y'all.
Oh, that is nice.
It says, nurse managers start giving weak gifts and come on to Nat Shops and start giving your nurses gifts they appreciate. And I really appreciate this. These are ginger snaps. I love ginger snaps.
Me too. With some coffee.
And then they got me some white lemon ginger tea. And then this is a mug.
But send me the tea. You know
Girl,
my
I'm
address.
gonna drink my tea. I love tea.
You know my address. Send it to me.
Um, I just love this gift, y'all. Like nurse managers, knack.com. Also just CBD. Let me go through my favorite products from them. This is gonna be quick. I love their bath bombs. Um, lavender is my favorite, and you guys can find all these links in my description in my link tree. Go get you some of these bath bombs, and they are nice. They play nice with the lady parts. I always got to mention that. These have the like these supposed to have the same amount of CBD in that these do, but I don't think it does because these right here, I don't have to take as many. Like I take 4 of these at night, but
You got
these
a medical question.
I could just take 2.
You have a medical question.
My son tested positive for C19. He's vaccinated. He was down for 1 day. Is there anything I should give him to help clean his system out? Number one thing you need to give him is Mucinex. Get the Mucinex 12-hour.
Yeah, the max.
And make sure that he takes that for the next 7 days, at least 1 every day. To go ahead and get rest of that, any kind of mucus residue, any of that. Tell him if he feels something in his throat, like he need to cough it up, tell him don't swallow it, because that's what a lot of people do. They cough it up and swallow, and what your body does is it reabsorbs that mucus. Mucus isn't cleaned out of your body real well, so you have to cough and spit that out in order for your body not to just reprocess it into some more mucus. I love the self-defense and sleep tight and breathe again from Monique's line. I would recommend that you actually get the breathe again kit and get a diffuser in your house and put all 4 of these essential oils in the diffuser.
And if you don't have it, I did get me some eucalyptic and I put it in there. But you know what? Also have your son gargle with Listerine. That helps bring that up out of him.
So y'all, this is the best kit over there on Me Leave Essentials. Like I buy 2 at a time because I go through these oils so much. I got 2 out of this case because they at my bedside. I always get 2 at a time, so I ain't got to order every month. Love this kit. I find that I use this the most in my diffuser. But I have several of her oils that I use to make air freshener, cleaning products and stuff like that. And sometimes I even be mixing it with candles. Like I'm always trying to make some. So yeah, he's only 8 and he could take that Mucinex. If he doesn't like to swallow big pills at 8, get him the liquid version of the Mucinex and give him at least a teaspoon every day. So yeah. So what's happening with the virus is that all the adults and people with comorbidities got the vaccine, and even with the vaccine, it's trying to find other people to get into. You get what I'm saying? So that's why kids are being affected, because they haven't, had all the vaccines and stuff like that. But you said he was vaccinated, which is
Yeah.
really weird. But yeah, make sure you give him that Mucinex, honey. That's the most important thing because I had it before
Right.
we even know what it was.
Why she had it.
Uh-huh. And
And Charles,
I had to start thinking like a nurse in order to save my life because they didn't know what was wrong with me. I didn't know what was wrong with me. And me and my husband sat down. We was like, we got to fight this and figure out what's going on. So with the symptoms I'm having, we just came up with a plan for me. And that's what saved my life because they didn't know what was wrong with me.
and
I
that's
will
what
say
I tell
that.
y'all.
I will always say Mucinex is part of the reason why I'm still alive because it helped me get all that stuff up.
That's why I tell you to keep wearing your mask, keep using your sanitizer. They want us to think this thing is gone. It never left. It didn't. It multiplied. It
So y'all
didn't.
still be careful.
Yeah.
I was at Lowe's and 95% of the people in there didn't have masks on. I didn't wear my mask whenever I was out in the garden center if nobody wasn't up under me. But whenever I went on the inside, I put my KN95 on.
Y'all, we wanna be here when this is over, when God come back to get us, Nisi, I'm going to head out and feed my family.
What you? Oh, don't let Diane say.
She be trying to be funny, y'all. I got Sofa's lasagna, what I made, put some cheese on top, garlic bread, salad, and fried chicken. She's a hater, you guys.
Marcel, let me just say this.
What?
Don't you remember when we made lasagna together?
I know, but I didn't have time.
There's always time for lasagna.
Girl,
you just throw your cheeses in that bowl, throw some eggs in there with it.
I got it
with no baked noodles. Those little stofers.
Didn't you see my
endorsement check? Because I have heard stofers 5,000 times since I've been knowing Marcella. I've never seen anybody that rep your company more than Marcella. So therefore, I'm gonna need for you to cut my girl a check and go and make her ambassador of Stouffer Meals because she loves
nobody be coming to my house. I'm having a little dinner party. I'll make a little bit of Stouffer's macaroni and cheese, add cheese and some milk, and then make it into small portions and put some bacon on top. And they be like, girl, your macaroni and cheese is so fabulous. I said, oh, thank you.
I would be so bad. You give me some Stouffer's mac and cheese, girl.
I can't wait till you come. I'm gonna cook for you.
I could taste it. I can taste it. Like, it tastes processed to me. Like,
okay.
But Stouffer, she loves y'all. So y'all could give her a chance.
I love it.
Especially and she could give me 10% for the idea.
The Salisbury steak with the macaroni and cheese ensemble dinner. I love it.
I love you. Kimani says she loves you.
I love all of y'all. Thank y'all for y'all great support. I love y'all. But tomorrow I'll be back at 12:05 to talk about what's going on around the news, like the mass shootings, talking about, cousin 19, talking about a whole bunch of stuff. Y'all, please stay protected. I love you. Just remember, pray, 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 pray. We're in a wicked world today.
Yes. All right, baby. I see you.
All right, bye-bye.
The only other thing I got to say, y'all, is check out Quince and Quan, okay? She has very good hair products. I just washed my hair, because I had it out earlier. And I washed it and I laid it down. She also has hair butters, and I just pour a little bit of my oil to resaturate my butters. I I use the Lady H basically for whenever I wash my hair, and I use the Lady H butter and run it down my strands. The ginger ale is what I love the best though. This stuff made me feel like my scalp is getting all kind of oxygen. I can't explain it, y'all. You just have to buy some and experience it for yourself. This stuff has had my hair so thick. I had an unfortunate situation with my chemo at the beginning of the year, where my hair, my chemo went, my insurance authorization didn't go through on time, so therefore they moved back my appointment for my chemo. So whenever I got it, my hair thinned out some because my all the stuff was out of my system, and once it got back in my system, it caused my hair to thin out a little bit. But y'all, you couldn't even tell because I got all kind of hair messing around with this ginger ale. It's still thick, but I could tell myself, of course, when I was combing in and stuff, and it was coming out a little bit. But it started at the beginning of the year, and now it's already back, thriving again. And these are the only products that I use. I use her shampoo, conditioner. I use these two oils in my scalp intermittently during the week. But I use more ginger ale than anything, but I do use this Lady H, especially on wash days. It's very important because it rehydrates your hair very, very well. This right here is more for your scalp because it's for new follicle hair growth. Let me see. Y'all said y'all heard about the Just CBD, Mila Eve. Oh, go check out Growth Collaborative. The link is in my link tree in the description. They got all natural products, honey, for cleaning. And with sarcoidosis, that's one thing I'm trying to do is protect my lungs. So they got all natural cleaning products over there, and they'll ship them to your door. And if you come to VIP, the shipping will be free. And you just go over there and set up what products you want to deliver every month, and they'll come to your door every month. I love this Myers dish soap. I like it better than the 7th generation. Um, this is my favorite hand wash. This stuff smells so good, y'all. Go get some before they all sell out because it's a limited edition. Love it. I love these little sponges because they're made of walnuts and cellulose, and they don't pick up as much dirt and grime. Plus, after you use them, you can throw them in the dishwasher, y'all. And then the toilet bowl cleaner, this stuff is amazing. I love the Method top toilet bowl cleaner. And my other top product is, I don't have any over here, is the peppermint and eucalyptus shower spray from Method. Honey, I haven't been having to scrub my doors like I usually do on my shower because they're clear with this that peppermint and eucalyptus spray from Method. It's a daily shower cleaner. I love it. This is the company Growth Collaborative. They stay hooking up. They sent me some hand sanitizer gel. I love this. This is a concentrate that I put in my glass bottle that they sent me in my first package. Love it. It cleans really, really well. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love this little powder right here. Bon Ami. Very good. You can clean it, use it for your kitchen, cookware, and your bathroom. So for those hard to clean tubs, you get this right here. I think that's it. Oh no, that's not it. Y'all remember I pulled this out on the live. my Rubbermaid casserole dish that they sent me. I freaking love this thing. This thing is the bomb. And I just took it out of the dishwasher as a matter of fact. But I would say only put it in the top rack, especially if you're gonna put the bottom rack on like pots and pans or Max or something like that on your dishwasher. Put it in your on your top rack. I was just scared. So I absolutely love this from Rubbermaid. Go check them out, y'all. They got 2 different ones. I love it. I love it. I'm like, oh God, it's like the best thing I've been seeing in a while. So let me show you the box and show you the other size one. So that's from Rubbermaid. Thank you, Rubbermaid. So go over there and cop you one of those. Cop you some Millie Eve Essentials, self-defense, breathe again, sleep tight. Oh, all my favorites, and the flawless glow toner. All right, y'all. So if everything goes well, we will be back on Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. with Jamie and Erana. They had a emergency they had to deal with, and I totally understand. So they ain't had to give me no explanation, but they did, and I appreciate that. And we'll see you guys on Tuesday. Marcella's channel. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And I might go live-ish on again. Because I'm actually planting my garden tomorrow and Tuesday. So I might go live out there while I'm out there digging around playing in dirt. So we'll see y'all. And I absolutely love how y'all support, and I just love all the subscribers that have stuck with me since 2015. And I love Marcella subscribers because y'all have accepted me into the fam over there. So we'll see you guys Tuesday if nothing changes. If not, we'll see you guys for the next review of Love and Marriage Interview. Love and Marriage Decency. And we're gonna be out as soon as I get my branding.